Okay, today I'm going to be showing you guys how to reinstall a wig when the lace has already been cut on it. So this is a frontal wig that I have and I've been wearing. Let me see if I can get the packaging. This wig is from WowAfrican, so this is what the packaging looks like. I'll just go ahead and tell you guys what came inside. There was a comb. I'm actually using that comb. I've been using it. So it came with a comb inside. There is a little satin edge wrap there, a drawstring bag, a pack of wig caps, and then a removable elastic band. That's all for the packaging. I wanted to make sure to save this one and not throw the box away because I just think it's so pretty and it's also my favorite color. So yeah, that's everything that came inside. I'll get into the details and the specs of this hair later on in the video, but for now, what you want to firstly do when you put the wig on, and by the way, I do have my wig cap on underneath and it is pushed back a little bit, is you just want to, you know, get it positioned on your head. Make sure everything is lined up where it's supposed to be. If you need to go in and readjust your straps, then go ahead and do that. If you need to tighten something, loosen it, but just make sure it is fit on your head properly. Now, when I've been wearing this wig, there is a little bit of excess lace, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut away at that today. Sometimes I do that on purpose, like leave a little bit of extra lace, and sometimes I realize that it's not necessary. So duckbill clips like this are going to be very helpful when you are reinstalling a wig, so that you can work in sections and take your time, and so you can get that melt as if you were just firstly applying it. I won't say that reapplying a wig once the lace is cut is hard, but it takes a little bit of patience. This is not going to be like an easy 5-minute install like a closure wig is, because this is a frontal. But I'm just gonna get all the hair out of the way because, like I said, we are going to work in sections. But to do that, I need to make sure that I get rid of any of the extra lace. So I don't know if you guys can see it because this lace is absolutely flawless on this unit, but the hair is actually right here. So all this lace that's in front right here, I don't really need it. So that's what I'm gonna do, is I'm just gonna get as close as possible to cutting off any excess lace. That's the first thing I'm gonna do. Now, if you don't have any excess lace on your wig, then you can go ahead and skip this step, but because I do, I need to make sure that I go ahead and take it off. Want the hair out of the way. So at this point, you can go ahead and get your adhesive of choice. I'm going to be using the Bold Hold Liquid Gold, and I'm also going to probably use the Even Wonder Lace spray. Both of these are both glueless, so I'm probably going to go on with this first and then go on with that as like a reinforcer. But this works, both products work good on their own. So I'm just going to take a little bit of the Bold Hold on the back of my hand. I'm just going to be using the back of my razor, and then I'm just going to apply a thin layer of the product and spread it out. If you're using glue, you would do these same steps. If you're using a spray, you would still do the same thing. The key to reapplying a frontal without getting frustrated to it, what I have found, is to simply work in sections. That is the best way that I could describe it. Then Wonder Lace spray on top, just a little bit. And this is the black bottle, which is the Supreme Hold. Just gonna spritz a little bit of that, and then going back with this and smooth it out. Because both of these products only need like a few seconds to dry, I'm just gonna go ahead and unhook the middle section, grab my rat tail comb, and then just kind of flip the lace over onto the product. Make sure you put it exactly where it is supposed to be, and then just use your comb to just kind of press it in. You guys can see it's pretty much on there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to hit it with the blow dryer really quickly, probably just for like 5 or 10 seconds, and then I'm just going to go ahead and move on to the other side. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I've been wearing this wig with no baby hair. So if you started and you had baby hairs on your unit, when you put it on, of course you want to brush all the hair back and make sure to pull those out of the way. But I don't have any on this unit, so that's what's going to make this just a little bit easier for me to go ahead and reinstall it. So I'm just going to take a little bit more of the Bold Hold Liquid Gold and repeat the same steps. For the ear tabs, you might need to go in with a little bit more extra of your product, because on a frontal, I think we all can agree that the ear tabs are probably the most stubborn areas. So if you need to go in with just a little bit more product, then definitely do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do this last little section here on this side off camera, and then I'm going to come back to you guys when I am completely finished. But I love this wig. I've been wearing the heck out of it. That is just my wig cap you guys see there, so you guys can see kind of why I pulled it back, because it's really not necessary to probably even have on a wig cap. I think the way that I've been wearing this wig, I did not have a wig cap on, so I might just go ahead and slide that off real quick, just because it's not necessary, but you're not going to really see that anyway. So yeah, this is what one side's looking like. I pretty much showed you guys how easy it is to reapply it. All you gotta do is work in sections, so that's what I'm literally going to do to this side, and then I'll come back when I'm finished. Okay, so I'm all done with this install. Super quick. Well, not super quick, but it was quick. It probably took 10 at the most, but this is what it looks like. You guys can leave a comment and tell me, are you guys loving texture units? Because I have showed you guys a few here on my channel, and they are here to stay. They're becoming like my new favorite. Like, I love closure wigs, but I don't see these type of textures of hair in closure wigs too often. But aside from closure wigs, these are like my next best favorite thing when it comes to wigs, because these just look so natural, and this is not even all the hair in the front. A lot of the hair is in the back. The only restriction with these type of texture wigs, I can say from my experience from the ones that I have been getting, is you're kind of limited in your styling options as far as like being able to curl it. I find that a lot of times these textured wigs do not hold a curl at all. Speaking of that, let me give you guys the exact texture that this is. So this is from WowAfrican. It is a 13x6 thick density coarse Yaki straight HD lace wig. I did get it in 150% density, but it feels a lot fuller than that. But since they're saying that this is a coarse texture, I can understand the fullness. It's not that it's too much hair. It's actually the perfect amount of hair, if you ask me. But I can see what they mean when they say coarse Yaki hair. It's not too coarse to where it's like unmanageable. If you guys seen it in the clip when I was straightening the hair, it straightens fairly easy with just like 1 or 2 passes at best, but it still holds its texture. So although this hair is straightened, it still is very much textured. Now this hairline, it did come pre-plucked. So as you see it now is how I've been wearing it. I didn't go in and touch it. I didn't even go in and pluck it in the slightest bit. This is one of those no work wigs. I know I've been doing these kind of videos more often just to see if you guys like them. For those of you guys who prefer not to do it or don't know how to do it or just have no interest in ever customizing a wig and you kind of want it already done, these wigs will be perfect for people like that. It's 13x6 parting space, so if you guys can see, that's always nice. The whole entire front is bleached, it's plucked, and this is their HD film lace. Now it says the film lace is suitable for all skin tones and more natural looking than invisible Swiss lace. So this lace is extremely thin, which I like that because it just helps the wig to melt better into your skin once you do go to actually tack it down. That's 20 inches, 150% density. The cap size is an average cap size. I feel like it would fit anybody because it is definitely small head friendly, but it can be adjusted, it could be cinched down, it could be opened up a little bit. And like I said, you can take out the elastic band that they put in it. I personally took it out, so if you need a tighter snug fit, you can just pop it right back in there. But I feel like it's suitable for all wig cap sizes. And they do mention in the description for this wig that it can only be dyed to a dark brown color. So it comes in a natural brown, but I guess they're trying to say that they can only, I don't know if it can be bleached or colored into a different color. Maybe they're saying it only comes in a natural brown color and they don't offer like different color options for it. I don't know, there's a little bit of confusion there. And then as far as the hair texture, it says it's Indian virgin hair, but the title of it says that it's human virgin hair. So I'm a little bit confused about that as well. You guys see me reinstall this wig, but I have been wearing it, and honestly I have faith in this hair that it is gonna hold up and do well. Like I said, I don't know if it's all the way virgin hair. It seems like it's human hair, but just a really good quality grade of human hair, if that makes any sense. They are very generous with the parting space, so you could go in and part it way on this side if you wanted to. That's pretty far because most 13x6 wigs, they kind of stop right around this area. I'm gonna see if we can go down a little bit further before we hit track. So yeah, you can even go down. That's pretty good. Do you guys see that? You might have to go in and kind of define your part a little bit. I took my wig cap off, so you can't really see the in-between parting space too much, but if I'm able to part it at the edge of my eyebrow way over here, that's actually not bad. Let me see how far we can keep going over. Okay, so this is where we might get a little bit tricky, but I mean that's good enough. Realistically, nobody's going to wear their part way over here, but if you wanted to do like other styles with this hair, you have plenty of parting space to do that. You can wear it in the middle part, of course, like it came. You can switch it to a side part if you want to. You can pretty much do whatever you want to do with this wig. I'm sure you guys have heard of this hair company. I'm honored to be working with them. They did reach out to me and they were kind enough to send me this unit, but of course you guys know my own thoughts and opinions of this hair are always going to be said throughout the video, whether the hair was sent to me or not. I'm going to continue to wear it because number one, I'm curious to see how long it will hold up. So if you guys are wanting to know like a little bit of update on this hair, then come back and check this video after some time has passed, maybe within like the next month or two, and I will be sure to leave an update in the comment section, and I will pin it so that it will be the very first comment you see when you do scroll down to the comment section. Okay, so aside from all the other wonderful things that I mentioned about this hair, one of the things that I really like is that the hair barely sheds. When I say like it barely sheds at all, I don't know what they did, if the wefts are like extremely sealed or if it's just the hair itself, but I really don't get too much shedding with this hair. That's like one thing that I really noticed is like none of this hair ever comes out. It's never left on the comb or anything, so that is always a good sign. It does not tangle at all, but what I was a little bit disappointed at, because I just thought when I felt the hair out of the package, I just thought for sure it was going to curl nicely. That's why the previous footage that I had initially recorded, I was curling the hair, but by the time I finished one side and went to the other, it was not holding a curl. I was leaving the curling iron on for almost like 50 seconds, which is a really long time to be curling your entire head, but I stuck with it because I wanted them to last, but they did not last. So that's the only thing about this hair, is it's not going to hold a curl. But I feel like all the other things about the hair kind of outweigh that one little aspect. I appreciate you guys taking the time out to watch this video. If you guys have any questions or anything that I missed, please feel free to leave a comment down below. I will be sure to get back to you. That concludes this video. If you guys like this video, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next one.